What about fish in the West? Am I allowed to eat fish in the West? Well, there are two criterias. One is scale on the skin. So if the fish has no scale on the skin, I cannot eat it. Like, for example, what? Catfish. Catfish has no scale on the skin. So I cannot eat catfish. Whether the fisherman is Muslim or non-Muslim, whether I am in Najaf or in the US, it doesn't matter. Catfish is out of the question. I can't eat it. So that's one condition. The other condition is taking a life from the water. So it should not die in the water. If it dies in the water, I can't. It has to be taken alive from water, or if it died in the water, it has to be in the net after catching it. So the fisherman threw his net, and while gathering the fish, one of them died in the net. That's fine, after catching it. But if he catches the fish and it is dead in the water, it is haram. I cannot. So he has to take it out alive, or at least it dies in the net. Okay?
So the people that throw dynamite in the water and...
Exactly. Now, if someone throws dynamite, then the fish dies in the water. That fish is not halal. Now, this is the ruling regarding the fish. Now, what about me here in this country? Okay, so I go to the supermarket, I look at the fish, and it has scale. By the way, there is an index in the end of the book showing in page 260, appendix list of scale fish. In page 260, it shows to you the scientific name, the regular name, and whatever. So, salmon, salmon, or trout, they have different names. Anyway, if you want to know the fish with scale on the skin, you go to this index in page 260. So the first thing is, I go and I make sure that there is a scale, or I ask. For example, if you go to Burger King, okay, and you ask them about the fish, it is cod, not cats, not catfish, cod with D, C-A-D, codfish, not catfish. Codfish is halal, has a scale on it, so you can eat the fish offered by Burger King. Okay? Now, the second issue, so this one has been verified. Okay? What about the second one? I go to the supermarket, I don't know if they took it alive or it was dead. So the second one was not, it was not verified. So how do I do that? Do I have to go to the ocean every time and watch them catching the fish alive? No, you don't have to. As long as you are aware of the common method with which they catch the fish. See, in the United States of America, in the West in general, they don't use dynamite. Dynamite is illegal. It's illegal. So that means that I am almost certain that the fish that I am eating or buying died outside the water. Almost certain. Here. How I'm certain? By applying the common method with which fisheries catch the fish with. In the West in general, in most countries actually, that is not legal. Dynamite is not legal. So that means I can go and buy the fish, and it's okay. I have no problem here in the West. And this fisherman doesn't have to be Muslim. The seller of the fish doesn't have to be Muslim. I can buy it from a Chinese guy, a Portuguese guy. It doesn't have to. I don't care about the identity of the seller. And like meat, with meat I had an issue with the identity of the seller. With fish, I don't worry. Now, there is a fourth type or fifth type of meat, and that is seafood. How about lobster, shrimp, crab, with B, not with P. And what else? Octopus, huh?
Oysters.
Exactly, moisture, huh? Oyster. All those, weird things that they sell. Frog. I have been to Hong Kong one time, and a friend of us took us to the market. So we saw frogs being sold. Turtles were being sold, and they eat them. One of the delicacies of our president, our current president, is to eat frog legs. So, and they say it's very expensive. Anyway, so what about those? In the Shia Islam, of the seafood, we just have this fish with a scale on the skin. That is okay. And what else? Shrimp only. So, shrimp is halal. Now, some people again want to be philosophical. Sayed, shrimp is halal, but why not lobster? Lobster is the mother of the shrimp. Well, so what? You marry a woman, you cannot marry her mother, right? So you can eat the shrimp, but you cannot eat the mother. So shrimp is halal because the hadith says so. Lobster is not halal because the hadith says so. I don't care if it's biologically the same family or it's not the same family. I go by the divine law. Allah tells me something, I just stick to it. He told me shrimp and fish is halal, with a scale is halal, I say yes sir. He told me anything else is not halal, I say yes sir. That's it. As simple as that. I have to make this point that few Shia scholars, very few, one of them is Sayyid Fadlallah, they believe all seafood is halal. So, but this is not a mainstream stand. The 99% of our scholars, Sayyid Sistani, Sayyid Khoi, other Maraja', they believe that only of the seafood, only fish with a scale on the skin and with shrimp. It doesn't matter whether it's a jumbo shrimp or regular shrimp, as long as it is a shrimp. But the minute it becomes lobster, it becomes haram. You can't. So don't look at the size of the shrimp, as long as it is a shrimp.